Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the month of May 2025, or whenever you are finding this. I want to let you guys know if you want a personal month ahead reading with me, I do offer that on my website, spiritpsychic.org. You can get $25 off of that using the code May2025, but you have to use that code before or during May 1st, okay? So if you're watching this before or during May 1st, go get that now. I also offer other readings there if you're interested. Pisces, what's in store for you this month ahead? You have the hyena spirit coming through with this half moon. Wow, okay. So hyena is a very interesting animal. I'm seeing a connection to knights. I don't know why when I look at this card, I'm thinking it's like you're kind of in between worlds right now, Pisces. In between lives. And it feels like there is some very pivotal, life-changing decisions that you will be faced with in the month of May. And specifically, these decisions are around the theme of, am I going to stay in my comfort zone and choose fear and sort of go back to the past and go back to what is known? Or am I going to walk into the unknown that will require me to grieve and mourn the past? Because that's the thing, guys. When you walk firmly into a newer, happier life, it always comes with grieving. You know, that's just how life works. When new doors open, you have to close old doors because you only have so much capacity, so much consciousness as somebody who's tethered to the human experience, right? So all new beginnings also come with endings. And you have a choice here. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep going the path you're going into the unknown? That feels light, that feels free, but also it's the unknown, so it's a little bit scary. You don't know how it's going to turn out, and it will involve you having to mourn, grieve, and let go of the old past. Or are we going to hang on to the old past? Are we going to keep things as they were? With the hyena spirit, partially in May, some of you guys may be wanting to keep yourself in this transient space in between those two worlds. Maybe you're at a purgatory almost. You're in a purgatory, which is never a comfortable place to be, by the way. Never a comfortable place to be. In between lives, in between choices. It feels very unsettled. Pisces, if you have anyone strongly and deeply connected to you, whether that be children or a partner or anyone like that, you also keep them in a purgatory when you keep yourself in a purgatory. So there is a message coming through. Decisiveness is always the best. And if you want my opinion, moving into the unknown that feels intuitively like the best choice for you usually is the best choice, even though it comes with a lot of unknowns, which can feel scary. And I also want to say that grieving and questioning yourself, it's a part of the process of transformation and change in life. That's all natural. And just because you're having thoughts of like, am I making the right choices? Is this what I should be doing? That doesn't mean you're going down the wrong path, okay? Because when you're letting go of an old life, it almost always certainly comes with those self-doubts, you know? Like, is this right for me? Did I make a mistake? Blah, blah, blah. And, you know, that is a natural part of the grieving and letting go process, okay? We have All Is Well coming out. Very beautiful message there from the angels with Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with hidden blessings that you will soon understand. Yeah. So I just got a big message. You are protected by the angelic realm, Pisces, this month. There's something about you and where you're at in the month of May. I'm seeing a lot of transition taking place, and you are definitely having ancestors and angels and beautiful spirits just protecting you, watching over you, not only you, but also your loved ones, and guiding you to make the best choices and the best thing to happen, the best outcomes to happen for everyone involved. And I don't know why. I'm getting grief. I'm getting fear. There's a lot of challenging emotions that come alongside massive life transformation. And it's like, even when you're integrating some of your biggest blessings in life, it also comes alongside just so much emotional processing. And it feels like your soul has chosen to work through a lot at this time, to work through a lot in the month of May. And all is well. Like, I just want to, there's no advice I can give you while you navigate this sort of messy feeling journey, but I just feel guided to say, like, all will be well. And, like, I wish I could just melt away your anxieties, your worries, and your fears, because, you're doing great. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. Exactly. See, this is what I'm talking about. There's something here where it's like you're walking away, right? And recently, like especially towards the end of April and moving into May, you may have been really doubting this. Like, for example, if any of you have gone through a breakup, a separation, a divorce of any kind recently, and it's like you're starting to doubt yourself, like, was that the right choice? But this person, with the 5 of Swords specifically, this deals with people and environments that are toxic, that are manipulative, that are moving out of fear and ego, You didn't imagine that, okay? That was a real thing, and I want to say I am proud of you, Pisces, for choosing to do what's best, even though what is best was not your easiest path. Does that make sense? Like, I am very proud of you for choosing a path that is better for you. Even though you knew going into this it would be much more difficult, out of your comfort zone, but you knew it would be better in the long run. And now it seems like you're in the middle of all of that. You're in the middle of processing those emotions. And some of you may be having your doubts, And I just want to reaffirm for you, you're making the right decisions, okay? Keep moving forward. You did not hallucinate or daydream the past, okay? And this is known to happen. It's a known human phenomenon where when we walk away from something, we tend to view the past in a much more positive light than we actually experienced it. And I see this all the time. People will be in toxic relationships, awful jobs. They leave, a few months go by, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, it had these good qualities and this good quality and this and that. And like, should I go back? No. This is just that natural human phenomenon where you're viewing the past much more positively. And this happens with presidents as well. I think there was a study done, or I read this somewhere, where it's like presidents of the United States have a much more higher positive rating after they're the president and can't be elected back into office as opposed to while they are actively in office. So it just shows that it's a very human thing to view things in our past much more positively than we actually experienced them, So we have the Sun in reverse as well. See, this is what I'm saying. You are doing the right thing. You're moving in the right direction. There's a lot of happiness, a lot of love here. And you just got to keep reminding yourself of what you're moving towards, not what you're leaving behind. What are you building in your life? Where are you going? Focus on that. Focus on the love that exists. Focus on what you do have, what you are doing. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's time to really commit to one path in the month of May and get yourself out of this purgatory feeling, really. And I would heavily advise you to keep going on the new path that, I want to remind you, you knew going into this it wouldn't be easy, but it would be right. And now you're faced with the challenges and you're in the midst of it, and that's why you're questioning things. But keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and don't give up. And don't go back. 10 of Swords, yeah. Right underneath that 5 of Swords, there's heavy emotional processing going on this month. And let me tell you, it feels really good, actually, to do this reading. Like, there's so much purging, emotional purging going on right now. Recently, reading the tarot, I like to view all of these cards as teachers as opposed to bad things. Every day I pull myself a tarot card and I ask the question, who is my teacher today? What is the energy I need to embody? And sometimes there are days when the 3 of Swords comes out or the 10 of Swords comes out. And we look at these cards and we're like, well, this is about pain. It's about loss. It's about ending. How is that my teacher? How is that what I need to embody? That's not good. It is good. sometimes it is necessary to just allow ourselves to be devastated, to be sad, to be mournful, and just sit in that and just purge it from our systems. You know, sometimes we have a 10 of Swords day when we just need to be there and be in that energy and process. The other day, I'm gonna get real personal with you. The other day, I had an experience where I was hugging someone, and they had a pet that had just passed away. And they were saying, man, like, I just want to, you know, it was a cat. I just want to get like a pile of kittens to make up for the loss of this cat. And I said, you know what? It's okay to just be sad. It's okay to cry. It's okay to just feel that feeling. And they started bawling their eyes out, crying. They weren't allowing themselves to feel that emotion. Sometimes we need to give ourselves permission to just be sad, to just feel the loss, to just let that release move through us and purge that and allow ourselves to make space for that emotional processing while simultaneously acknowledging and staying active on building our new future. Does that make sense? It's like you don't have to choose one or the other. You know, while you're working through emotions from your past, you don't have to put your life on pause. Both can be done simultaneously. We have the 6 of Swords in reverse. It's time to get yourself out of these emotionally toxic environments and relationships. Do not feel pulled back to the past that you're letting go of. There may be a lot of temptation at this time that you're working through, you're moving through. Choose to keep moving. We have the King of Wands, very beautiful. I think at the end of the day, you're going to choose the right path. A path of hope and healthiness and passion and love. And there's a very beautiful person here for you with kindness and wisdom who makes space for your emotions as well. And you may know who this person is, whoever pops in your mind as we talk about this. So you are blessed in that regard. Keep moving forward, Pisces. That's what I have to say. Thank you so much for joining me. Comment how this resonated down below. Like this video, subscribe if you've not already, and watch for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of the month ahead. Make sure that you use the code May2025 before the 1st to get $25 off of the month ahead reading on my website, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer all sorts of readings there, and they're all, you know, you ask your own questions, topics, and then I send you your reading back in 7 days, so no need for an appointment. And my Shamanic Life Transformation coaching works in the same way. You get an hour-long reading every single week. Works the same way. You send in your questions, whatever's going on that week, whatever you're curious about. I do your reading, send it back to you, plus daily email correspondence and tools along the way to really empower and transform your life within 3 months, okay? So go check that out as well. I also offer my online tarot reading course if you want to learn how to read tarot just like I do. Learn at your own pace and you can get started today. It's all pre-recorded. And I have my homemade intention oils if you want to do some powerful manifestation work. They're very powerful, so I'm going to warn you now if you want to get those. Thank you so much for joining me, Pisces. Definitely check all those things out. Okay, bye-bye.